Why should you care about infusion method? So let's define infusion method. There's quite a few different ways to take cannabis and make an extract or a concentrate, basically get what's in that cannabis flower into a food product. How your edibles are infused is actually really important and significantly impacts the high or the experience you get from consuming that edible. There's kind of two categories when it comes to infusion methods. There's full spectrum, and then there's distillate or isolate. So if you've watched some of our other videos, we've talked about cannabinoids and terpenes, how the unique profile of those two groups are what makes certain strains of cannabis really unique and produce those different highs or different effects that you experience. And so when you get a full spectrum edible, it essentially means it takes the uniqueness of that strain, the profile of cannabinoids and terpenes that are in there, and it carries over into the edible product. And so for our caramels, we infuse our caramels with canna-butter. Butter is a great medium to make a full spectrum infusion method, as the cannabinoids and the terpenes in each strain are fat soluble. So when we soak the cannabis in the butter, everything that's in that strain, cannabinoids and terpenes, get into the butter. We then use that butter to make our caramel, making our final caramel a full spectrum edible. The other type of infusion method there is either a distillate or isolate infusion method. Those are essentially just the THC molecule on its own, so you don't get the uniqueness of the strain and the full profile of all the different terpenes or even minor cannabinoids in the edible. It's really just THC for a distillate and or CBD molecules as well. And that can work too. And certain food products can't be infused with butter or something like coconut oil, and that's where a distillate infusion method makes better sense depending on the type of food product. I think what's really important is to figure out what works best for you. So next time you're shopping, ask your bud tender, how was this edible infused? And make a note of it. And maybe even try a full spectrum edible and then get an edible that's infused with distillate and see if you notice a difference. You know, everybody's body is different in the experience that you will get from consuming cannabis or edibles. So figure out what the infusion method is, make a note of it, and then next time you try cannabis product or an edible, see if you can tell a difference, find out what works best for you. That's really the best way to consume edibles and figure out what will produce the experience you're looking for.